Okay, now we're discussing syncopation. Syncopation can be known as the building blocks of rhythm. These are attacks or notes landing where you don't expect them. So basically, I highlighted where it's not on the beat. The notes of syncopation are going to be these highlighted notes. They're not the one, they're the E and or the and. Okay? So eighth note syncopation, where the accents fall on the and of the beat rather than the beats themselves. So in this case, you'd have a and. And it sounds cool in music. It kind of gives you a stuttering feeling. You can, get real creative with music. There's no boundaries here at all. Music theory is not to fill you into a box. It's more to just kind of have you look at things and be able to identify them so you can keep track of what you're doing and you can keep growing. Okay, so you can mix syncopated, non-syncopated if you want. Right here we have a 1 and 2. So they're all on the beat. But then this is a quarter note rest. So we have a 1 and 2. And this will count as, because remember it's only half of the 2. So our and is right here. And 3. And 4. And. So it starts off on the beat. Then we have that one rest. And it goes off the beat. 1 and 2 and. Okay? And we have our 16th note syncopation. You could probably guess what this is. This is the notes landing on the E and Okay? Okay, I don't know why that wasn't highlighted. Now it's highlighted, so you can probably see it a little better. That our 16th note syncopation, it's pretty obvious, are your E and your and. Okay? So we have two different types of syncopation. We have anticipation, which is attacking early. So let's say we played 1 E. So normally in a song, if you just heard a, that would kind of, surprise you a little bit. Like, well, I didn't expect the note to be played that quickly right after it. And, musically it sounds nice, but that's your anticipation. Your suspense is you're expecting to hear a, but you hear a, kind of like a little bit of a pause. That's your suspension, and that's built off your syncopation. That's how you get the effect. So it's good to know that, I love this, that music encompasses a balance between surprise and predictability. So it's basically saying that if everything was a surprise, it probably wouldn't be all that musical. It'd kind of be a little weird. And if everything was predictable, it probably wouldn't be all that exciting. It'd probably be kind of boring. Because a lot of times in music, it's actually good when I expect them to say this lyric after that lyric, and they do it and you smile. But if that was the whole song, it'd just be like, what the, I could guess, the next song too, probably. So, I say, since an eighth note is split into two parts, one beat, the and is not the beat, you do not have the ability to attack early or late. You are either on the beat or in the middle of a beat. Your early and your late attacks are with your 16th note syncopation because you have your availability to actually hit it late or hit it early. Now let's look at some examples of syncopation to wrap our head around this a little better. Okay, here's your first one. Remember, this one's real simple. It's just on the and, so it's just and that's how you're going to be playing it on an instrument, singing it, or whatever you're doing. I don't know if I'd call this syncopation, but it kind of fits in the same learning category to where when you have this, that means this note is played loud. So it's just okay. Then right here, our and is going to be loud. So a completely different musical effect. I'm going to actually spend a little more time doing an in-depth video breaking this down a little further so you can actually understand a little better, play a metronome over these practices so you can count over them. But just for now, I just kind of wanted to get this idea out there because I haven't posted very much in a little bit.